गुरुभ्यो नमः। ह्रीङ्कारासन गर्भितानलशिकां सौः क्लीं कलां बिभ्रतीं सौवर्णाम्बरधारिणीं वरसुधा धौतां त्रिनेत्रोज्ज्वलां वन्दे पुस्तकपाशमङ्कुशधरां स्रग्भूषितामुज्ज्वलां त्वां गौरीं त्रिपुरां परात्परकलां श्रीचक्रसञ्चारिणीं ध्यानम् आरक्ताभां त्रिनेत्राम् अरुणिमवसनां रत्नताटङ्करं यां हस्ताम्बोजैश्च पाशाङ्कुश मदनधनुस्सायकैर्विस्फुरन्तीम् आपीनो तुङ्गवक्षोरुह कलश लुठद्धारहारोज्ज्वलाङ्घ्रिं ध्यायेदम्बोरुहस्ताम् अरुणिमवसनाम् ईश्वरीम् ईश्वराणाम्। ॐ ऐं ह्रीं श्रीं ऐं क्लीं सौः ॐ नमस्त्रिपुरसुन्दरी हृदयदेवी शिरोदेवी शिखादेवी कवचदेवी नेत्रदेवी अस्त्रदेवी कामेश्वरी भगमालिनी नित्यक्लिन्ने भेरुण्डे वह्निवासिनी महावज्रेश्वरी शिवधूति त्वरिते कुलसुन्दरी नित्ये नीलपताके विजये सर्वमङ्गले ज्वालामालिनी चित्रे महानित्ये परमेश्वर परमेश्वरी मित्रेशमयी षष्ठीशमयी उड्डीशमयी चर्यानाथमयी लोपामुद्रमयी अगस्त्यमयी कालतापनमयी धर्माचार्यमयी मुक्तकेशेश्वरमयी दीपकलानाथमयी विष्णुदेवमयी प्रभाकरदेवमयी तेजोदेवमयी मनोजदेवमयी कल्याणदेवमयी वासुदेवमयी रत्नदेवमयी श्रीरामानन्दमयी. Now you repeat what I am saying. Okay? Prathama Avarana Devata. Anima Siddhe, Lagima Siddhe, Mahima Siddhe, Ishitva Siddhe, Vashitva Siddhe, Prakamya Siddhe, Bhukti Siddhe, Ichcha Siddhe, Prapti Siddhe, Sarvakama Siddhe, Brahmi, Maheswari, Koumari, Vishnavi, Varahi, Mahendri, Chamunda, Mahalakshmi, Sarvasamkshobhini, Sarvavidravini, Sarvakarshini, Sarvashankari, Sarvonmadini, Sarvamahankushe, Sarvakhechari, Sarvabhije, Sarvayone, Sarvatrikande, Trailokyamohana Chakreswari,
Chakreswari,
Prakata Yogini, we are just entering the first Avarana. First Avarana is called Trailokyamohana Chakram. It is called Bhupuram. Bhupuram, it is a square with entrances on 4 sides. There is entrance on 4 sides. It is in square shape. 3 lines, when it is a Sri Chakram, it is depicted as 3-line square. If it is a Meru, it is like small 3 steps. Meru la inga pathina 3 chinna step madri irukum. Sri Chakrathula paakarcha koda irukum. 3 lines. 3 lines are depicted like that. I told you the first 3 Avaranas are the Jagrat, Swapna, Sushupti, Avastha. Shrishti, Sthiti, Samhara. Appadinu sollu. Jagrat, Swapna, Sushupti, Avastha. Avasthayila varudhu. So the first Avaranam denotes Jagrat Avastha. So Jivan here is known as Vishwan. Nama paathom Vishwa, Taijasa, Pranya. Appadinu last time paathom. Swapna avasthala irukra Jivanukku Taijasanna peru. Sushupti avasthala vara Jivanukku Pranyanna peru. Jagrat avasthala vara Jivan is called Vishwan. So Modal Avaranathile, first Avaranam, he is in the state of, Jivan is in the state of Vishwan. To enter the Sri Chakram itself, you need to be blessed for so many janmas. Sri Chakrathula vandu ipo nuzhairom, first Avaranam. To enter the Sri Chakram, because for any kind of puja, any kind of puja done for the Sri Chakram, you are going into it. You should be a really blessed soul to enter that. So the karmas should have been nullified, not nullified, even reduced. So you purify yourself and then before you can enter. Adukku vandu the prarabdha karma should be a good karma. You have done in so many lives in the past. You should have done good karmas for you to enter the Sri Chakra. First Avarana, I told, it is called Bhupura. Now I told there are 3 lines in that, 3 square lines in that with entrances on 4 sides. Okay, the first line is always depicted. The first line, the outermost line is where the Siddhis are placed. Here they are mentioning 10 Siddhis name. Normally we say Ashtama Siddhi. Siddhis we say Ashtama Siddhi. But here there are 10 Siddhis mentioned here. Other than the Ashtama Siddhi, 2 Siddhi mentioned in Tantra. Tantra Upasanil irukra 2 Siddhi are mentioned here as 2 more. There is some video that had come with the dot moving. I am just mentioning this to clarify it. In that they have mentioned 11 Siddhis, not 10. The dot will move. As and when the name of the Siddhi is pronounced, the dot will move. They have Anima Siddhi, Garima Siddhi, Anima Siddhi, Lahima Siddhi, Garima Siddhi, Mahima Siddhi. There is no Garima for puja. Garima Siddhi is not mentioned. When it will, at the time, if you had noticed in that video, the red stop will not move anywhere. That red dot, no? When they say Garima Siddhi, it will stand where it is. It will not move. Go and notice. Go back to the YouTube and see the video. It will say Lagima Siddhi, then Garima Siddhi, it will just stay where Lagima is there. It will not be, there's no place for Garima there. Anima Siddhi, Lagima Siddhi, Mahima Siddhi. The third Siddhi, the place is mentioned only for Mahima Siddhi, not for Garima Siddhi. There is no Garima Siddhi in the puja, be it in Navavarna. Because the whole format is done according to the Navavarna, there is no Garima Siddhi in Navavarna. So, in that also the dot will be the same. You have to go back to check it again. I don't want to criticize on that because everybody has got a perception and things that they get hold on to. இப்போ எந்த புக்கை போய் நம்ம தேடுறோம், what kind of print that it comes out, what kind of details, because there is plenty available now in the market as well as in the net. Batra Tatna, you get all the informations. Which is right and which is not right, you don't go into it and you see it. And everybody does with a good intention that it has to reach people and people should have an idea about the placement of the siddhis and things like that. So you don't be judgmental about whether it is right or wrong. But I am just clarifying it because that video is very, very popular. Adnala, another clarify pattanam. There is nothing attached to this. It is not a criticism. It is not, I am not judging here anyone whether they have done right or wrong. It is according to whatever they get the information. That is it. Let us leave it at that. Let us not go beyond that. So the first line depicts the places of the siddhis. And the second line is Ashtamatas. 10 siddhis, Ashtamatas is the second line. So the first line is always like, it is in white in color because they feel that siddhis are in white color. That is the reason that line itself is depicted as white. அதில் இருக்கிற சித்திகள் எல்லாம் இதெல்லாம் எதுக்கு சொல்றாங்கன்னா அந்த ஆவரண பூஜை பண்ணும்போது அந்த கலர் பூவை எடுத்து அதுக்கு பூஜை பண்ணணும். To depict that, if you are doing for Siddhi, Anima, Siddhihal, you use the white flower for that. Then Ashtamata Solracha, you use the red flower for that. It's for that reason. Normally these 3 colors are mentioned. Yellow, red and white. Normally when we do the puja, these 3 colors are mentioned again and again. So, white Anima Siddhis, the Siddhis, the 10 Siddhis are in white color. And the Ashtamadas, which is depicted in the second line, they are in the red color. The third line is Mudra Sakthi-s. Dasa Mudra Samaradhya. Again 10 mudras. So these 10 mudras are mentioned in yellow color. So the third line is depicted as yellow. This is the simple concept. White, red and yellow. These 3 lines are like that. There are 4 entrances and 4 corners because it is a square. Okay. Now, if you take 4 entrances and 4 corners, then there are only 8. There are 28 devatas in that. The first line has got 10, second line has got 8, third line has got 10. There are 28 yoginis are in this. What happens? First you start with Anima Siddhi. First, the 4 siddhis. First 4 siddhis are guarding the entrance. Entrance on the right hand side of the entrance, they are guarding. Namakku right, angendu pakarcha left. Right hand side of the entrance, this Anima Siddhi, Lagima Siddhi, Mahima Siddhi, Ishitva Siddhi. These 4 siddhis are guarding 4 entrances of the Bhupura. It is a square, no? So the 4 entrances are there. So Anima Siddhi, Lagima Siddhi, Mahima Siddhi, Ishitva Siddhi. All in the right hand side of the entrance in the clockwise and in the clockwise direction we stand. Okay, the next 4. Vashitva Siddhi, no? Prakhamya Siddhi, Bhukti Siddhi, Ichcha Siddhi. The 4 next, they go in the corners. First 4 go right hand side of the entrance. Next 4 again start from the thing that starts with the left corner, say. Vasitva Siddhi, Prakhamya Siddhi, Bhukti Siddhi, Ichcha Siddhi. The 4 corners. So 4 entrances and 4 corners. That 8 Siddhis are over. 9th Siddhi. Now we have to place 2 more Siddhis in this. 9th Siddhi is between the entrance where Anima Siddhi is standing and the Prabdhi Siddhi comes, no? Bhukti Siddhi, Prabdhi Siddhi, Sarvakama Siddhi. Prakhamya Siddhi. Between Anima Siddhi and Prakhamya Siddhi. That is in the front, between the right side where Anima Siddhi is standing and that corner. In between that, this one is standing. Got it? So, first 4 Siddhis, Anima, Lagima Siddhi, Mahima Siddhi, Ishitva Siddhi, they stand at the entrance on the right hand side, right side of the entrance. Vasitva Siddhi, Prakhamya Siddhi, Bhukti Siddhi, Ichcha Siddhi. Vasitva Siddhi kadayadu. Vasitva Siddhi is in the left corner. நான் இங்க சொல்றது ரைட் ஹேண்ட் சைடுல அனிமா சித்தி இச்சா சித்தி.
So between Anima Siddhi and Ichcha
Right. இல்லம்மா கன்ஃபியூஸ் பண்ணிக்காதே. Everything is clockwise here. One second. Don't get confused. Ichcha Siddhi, Prabdhi Siddhi, Sarvakama Siddhi. So Ichcha Siddhi. Between Anima Siddhi and Ichcha Siddhi. That is right hand side entrance and the right hand side corner facing us. Ichcha Siddhi, Anima Siddhi and Ichcha Siddhi. First 4 Siddhis are Anima Siddhi, Lagima Siddhi, Mahima Siddhi, Ishitva Siddhi. They are guarding the entrance. Corners, you start from the left corner of that. They are standing first and right entrance. Then you start from the left corner. Vashitva Siddhi, Prakhamya Siddhi, Bhukti Siddhi, Ichcha Siddhi. They come as clockwise. From the left corner, you go to the corners. Ichcha Siddhi, you finish here. Now, Prabdhi Siddhi. 9th Siddhi is Prabdhi. She is standing between Anima Siddhi and Ichcha Siddhi in the front. In the same way, the last one, Prakhamya Siddhi, Sarvakama Siddhi, no? Sarvakama Siddhi goes diagonally opposite to the back side between Mahima Siddhi.
Lagima Siddhi and no, Mahima Siddhi and Prakhamya Siddhi and
Mahima Siddhi. Vasitva Siddhi, Prakhamya Siddhi and Mahima Siddhi. பின்னாடி சைடுல இது வந்து front. This is diagonally opposite to the back side. Prakhamya Siddhi and Mahima Siddhi ku nadula they stand. That's the 10th Siddhi. It is there. Okay. So Anima Siddhi, Lagima Siddhi, Mahima Siddhi, Ishitva Siddhi, entrance over. Vashitva Siddhi, Prakhamya Siddhi, Bhukti Siddhi, Ichcha Siddhi. Then Prabdhi Siddhi come next to, in between Anima Siddhi and Ichcha Siddhi and go backwards diagonally opposite. Between Prakhamya Siddhi and Mahima Siddhi, the 10th Siddhi is placed. Go diagonally opposite. These are all the placement of the Siddhis. Okay. Now, what is Siddhi? Siddhi name, why we call it as a Siddhi? The matters which facilitate you to attain knowledge and happiness is called Siddhi. Siddhingarthu ஞானத்தை கொடுக்கும், சந்தோஷத்தை கொடுக்கும். ரெண்டு விஷயம். Whatever that gives you knowledge and happiness, it is a Siddhi. Anima means ability to become smaller than an atom. அணுவை விட சின்னதா போகும். அனோரணியா அப்படின்னு பகவான சொல்றோம். அணுவையும் விட சின்னதா போகும். Smaller than an atom is called Anima Siddhi. Laghima Siddhi. Laghu means light. Somebody who can make their body, ability to make your physical frame light so you can fly. Move around. Making the body light to float. That is Laghima Siddhi. Mahima Siddhi. Mahatho Mahiyan. Huger than. Pirshaki karta. Becoming huge. The ability to become huge. Ishitva Siddhi. The Ishitva, Ishvara, abdinale ruler na artham. Have the ability to rule. That is Ishvara. Ishvara ரெண்டு character உண்டு. Creation as well as the ability to rule. So அது ரெண்டும் இருக்கு யாருக்குன்னா அது வந்து ஈஷித்வ சித்தி. வஷித்வ சித்தி. Subjugate both living and non-living beings. Insentient beings na சில சமயத்துல அந்த பேய் பிசாசு வசியம் பண்றாங்க. Even tantric way of that வசியம். That is also Vashitva Siddhi. That they can subjugate anybody, enslave anyone. Yakshini, Vichini, எல்லாம் வச்சுக்கிறாங்க. To subjugate and enslave them. So, Alibaba and 40 thieves மாதிரி. You go and rub the lamp and then genie வர மாதிரி. Anybody can be subjugated like that. Not only living beings, even insentient beings. You can call it like that. Prakhamya Siddhi. Kama, prakama. Kama means getting work done, ability to do any kind of task. Prakhamya Siddhi means doing it in no time. எப்படின்னு சொல்றதுக்குள்ள க்ஷணத்துக்குள்ள அந்த வேலையை முடிச்சுடுறோம். அந்த மாதிரி. Prakhamya Siddhi. Doing any task in no time. Bhukti Siddhi. The Bhukti Siddhi is not in one of the Ashtama Siddhi. It doesn't come under the purview of Ashtama Siddhi. It is mentioned in Tantric text. Bhukti Siddhi and Ichcha Siddhi. Adutha vara rendu Siddhiyum. They don't come under the purview of Ashtama Siddhi. They are mentioned in Tantric text. What is Bhukti Siddhi? Bhukti means bhogam, enjoyment. So, you are able to power to enjoy whatever you have attained. Sometimes we attain so many things, we don't have the time to enjoy what we have got. So, the power and ability to enjoy what you have attained is called Bhukti Siddhi. Ichcha Siddhi. Ichcha Siddhi, many say like, fulfilling all kind of desires. It is not, because there is Sarvakama Siddhi also is mentioned here, which is actually fulfilling all your desires. Sarvakama Siddhi. That name itself explains it, no? So, that is not this. Ichcha Siddhi is mentioned in the Tantric text with the meaning, you can take any form at your will. எனக்கு என்ன இஷ்டமா, when like you can become an elephant or lion or even another human being for that matter. So any form at your will. That is what Ichcha Siddhi as mentioned in Tantric text. Because there is Sarvakama Siddhi also mentioned here, which means the ability to fulfill all the desires. Sarvakama Siddhi means ability to fulfill all the desires. Whereas Ichcha Siddhi, அதனால தாந்திரிக் டெக்ஸ்ட்ல இருந்து மீனிங் எடுத்துருக்கு. That is the reason they have taken the meaning from the tantric text, because both are mentioned. Then Prakhamya Siddhi comes under the purview of the Ashtama Siddhis, whereas Ichcha Siddhi is mentioned in the Tantric text. Prapti Siddhi. Prapti Siddhi, it is the ability to go anywhere in the world, even to the other worlds. Even to the other worlds. They can travel anywhere. They can travel in astro travel. Like you go with your Sukshma Deha. You can be seen sitting here, but you will be traveling elsewhere. So with your Sukshma Deha, you can travel anywhere to any place, whether any planets or other worlds. So Prapti Siddhi is that. There is also an interpretation that this Ashtama Siddhi denote 10 rasas. We have always heard of 9 rasa, Nava rasa, where the 10th one comes, like how the Ashtama Siddhi became 10 here. We are also making Nava rasa becoming 10 rasas. You know all the Nava rasas: Sringara, Bhasya, Karuna, Bhaya, Bibhatsa, Veera, Karunya, Shanta. அதோடு சேர்ந்து கம்பேஷன்ங்கிற ஒன்று சொல்றாங்க. Karunya is taking pity on something that is suffering. You can help them out physically. Compassion is something that goes a little beyond that. Compassion towards all being, all the fellow beings, be it animal or humans. Compassion towards it. You start empathizing with that. You just don't stop with just pitying about something. When you start empathizing with other beings, then it is called compassion. You don't want to hurt them. வெறும் இன்னொருத்தர் கஷ்டப்படுறத மட்டும் நம்ம பார்த்துட்டு இருக்கோம். ஒன்று அது பிட்டி. கருணை, கருணைங்கிறது வேற, காருண்யம்ங்கிறது வேற. காருண்யம் இஸ் கம்பேஷன். பகவான் கிட்ட தான் நம்ம காருண்யத்தை பார்க்க முடியும். பிகாஸ் compassion, why it is little superior, I am saying, like so many times we are showing that pity towards things that don't affect us. See, if one dog is hurt or cat is hurt or somebody is getting hurt, you feel just pity about them. You can help them out, you feel sorry for them and things like that. Compassion goes a little beyond, where, like, you are not only empathizing with what they are going through, but at the same time showing, it doesn't just stop with physical pity. It just goes beyond physical aspect of being, showing that pity. Compassion is that warmth, and compassion is totally a different aspect of pity itself. It is a little higher than the pity. That is, they have added that to this 9 rasas in this. So this siddhis not only mean the siddhi, the power, the ability to transform oneself, but also the rasas, different aspects of life, different aspects of emotions, basically emotions. Because we are here, we are talking about Jagrat Avastha, wakefulness, where we face all kinds of emotions. Everything comes in our life, probably in one day or probably in 1 hour. We will experience all the rasas. That is the reason rasas are mentioned here. Siddhis may be for people who have attained, they are able to attain the siddhi, but this rasas are mentioned for people like all of us, We go through what we go through, and the emotions that we go through. It relates to us. Okay? The Siddhis here denote that. Then the second Chatushram, the second line in the Bhupuram is Ashtamathas. Sarvakama Siddhi na sollitenema, fulfillment of all desires. Adana Ichcha Siddhi sollumbodhu I told Sarvakama Siddhi. Ichcha Siddhi is something where you take any form at your will. Sarvakama Siddhi is the fulfillment of all desires. Sarvakama Siddhi. Then we come to Ashtamathas. This is the second line. Brahmi, Maheswari, Koumari, Vishnavi, Varahi, Mahendri, Chamunda, Mahalakshmi. Ashtamathas are mentioned. Brahmi originated from Brahma. She is called Brahmi. Maheswari from Maheshwara. Koumari is from Kartikeya, Kumara. Kartikeya, Koumari. Vishnavi is Vishnu. Vishnavi. Mahavishnu kitte. Vishnu kitte varadu. Ena Mahalakshmi kitte, Mahavishnu kitte varadu. Mahalakshmi. So Vishnavi is from Vishnu. Varahi is from Varaha. Varaha. Mahendri is from Indran. Indran. Chamunda. Naraya பேருக்கு தெரிஞ்சிருக்கும் if they had read Saptasati, Durga Saptasati. Chamunda comes from Ambal's body. ஆதிசக்தியினுடைய உடம்புலேந்து வரவ Chamunda. So அதனால she doesn't come from anybody else other than her. Durga Saptasadiயில வந்து துர்கை எப்படி வெளியில வரா அப்படின்னு சொல்லுவோம். அவளுக்கு தான் சாமுண்டான்னு பேர் வைக்கிறான். சண்ட முண்டனை அழிச்சதுனால அவளுக்கு சாமுண்டான்னு பேர் வந்து. ஸோ அந்த சக்தி சாமுண்டனை சண்டமுண்ட அசுரர்களை அழிக்கிறதுக்கு அந்த சக்தி that emerged from Adishakti herself. So Chamunda is born from the body of Parashakti. Mahalakshmiங்கிறது நாராயண ஸ்வரூபம். நாராயண மகாவிஷ்ணுன்னு நம்ம சொல்றோம், நாராயணன்னு சொல்றோம். அந்த ஆஸ்பெக்ட்லேருந்து வர்றது அந்த சக்திக்கு மகாலட்சுமி பேரு. What do they actually mean to us? Here I told we should not deviate from the crux of the what is the yoke of the first Avarana. That is Jagrat Avastha. These 8 matas denote skin, blood, muscle, fat, bone, marrow, procreative fluid, and Ojasnu சொல்ற vitality. These are all the forms. These 8 aspects form the physical form of one being. Because the first Avarana belongs to Jagrat Avastha, Annamaya Kosamnu nama solra, the first layer, first sheath, the physical aspect, physical body, that it denotes Gardnala. These Ashtamathas, they denote this place. They are the dwelling places. If you see so, that all the materialistic enjoyments we enjoy only through these things. Materialistic enjoyments come through these physical aspects of this body. Adanale in the Ashtamatha, they denote that material enjoyment. எப்படி இந்த லோகத்துல நம்ம மூச்சுட்டு இருக்கறச்சே எல்லா விஷயங்களும் நமக்கு வாழறதுக்கு அவசியமா இருக்கு இல்லையா? எது வேண்டாம்னு சொல்ல முடியுமா? You need everything for to live. You need food to sustain yourself. You need a place to sleep. You need clothing. You need everything. For living you need. This physical aspect needs a lot of things. So they represent that. The next line. Dasha Mudra. The third line of the Sri Chakra denotes 10 Mudra Shaktis. When you see the second line, I told, is the materialistic enjoyment. The Ashtamadas denotes the physical enjoyment. It doesn't purify your spirit. It doesn't purify your soul. You get more and more engrossed in the material aspects. So the Mudra Shaktis denote the power to overcome it. The power to overcome. The second line is always seen as obstruction towards your spiritual journey, because the material enjoyments make you dwell in the material aspects. Ada meeri nee velila vandada you can progress in your spiritual journey. To overcome that, these Mudra Shaktis denote the power to overcome these obstructions that cause your spiritual journey. Okay? Through I will tell again everything. I will explain one more time. Curtain vango. Then I will explain more and more, because we are not only going to see the Sri Chakram aspect of gross aspect of each Avarana, we are going to at the same time see what the Bhavana Upanishad has told about Avarana in our body. Sri Chakram is not anywhere else, it is in your body. And what the Upanishad says on that. Because Bhavana Upanishads is something that makes you relate to that each Avarana present in your body and meditate on that. That is where the Bhavana Upanishad takes you. So this is the third one I told about, the Mudra Shaktis, that gives you the power to overcome this materialistic happiness. Sarvasamkshobhini, agitation, power of agitation. Samkshobhanam. Shobhanam means agitation. So Sarvasamkshobhini, Sarva Vidravani, power of fighting. Inga parunga over power eppadi varudhu. Sarva Karshini, power of fascination. Mind is so this thing. You are not able to all the time fight. Sometimes you give up. Fight pannu nanipom. When you see a good sweet which is your favorite, you just want to eat it. Indulgence. No, you are not able to stay there all the time. You get distracted. Adanalda fascination, children, power of fascination. It is very, very powerful. Sarva Vashankari is power of subjugation. எது fascinate ஆறதோ அதையே நம்ம enslave பண்றோம். That is power of subjugation. அதிலேருந்து வெளியில வர்றதுக்கு அது நம்மளோட கண்ட்ரோல் அது வரணும். ஸ்வீட் வச்சா கூட சாப்பிடணும்னு தோணாது. அந்த ஒரு மைண்ட் செட் வருது இல்லையா? That is the power of subjugation. Sarvonmadhini, insanity. Unmodhanam. Unmodhanam means insane. Sarvonmadhini, idanoda explanations I will give you now. Now you just know the meaning of it. Why it is called this name, I will explain. Because this is anglicized version of what is mentioned in Yogini Hridayam. Because only Yogini Hridayam has mentioned about the quality of each and every Mudra Shakti. That also I will tell you. First you understand the anglicized version and then we will move on to Yogini Hridayam. Sarva Mahankushe, power of motivation. What will motivate you resist you from eating that sweet? The motivation is staying healthy. If that is going to be your motivation, then you are not enticed by the sweet. You can overcome that. Sarva Kechari. Sarva Kechariங்கிறது வந்து ரொம்ப தாந்திரிக் ஆஸ்பெக்ட்ல வர்ற ஒரு முத்ரா சக்தி. சர்வ கேச்சரி அப்படிங்கிறது. ஏன்னா சில பிரதானமான முத்ரா சக்திகள் இருக்கு. அதுல one of the mudra shakti, because I have told you, like Ambal Upasana is mostly tantric way of Upasana. Tantric texts are given as much importance as Vedic text in this Upasana. So there are few prominent mudra shaktis mentioned in tantric aspect, and Sarvakechari is one of the main mudras mentioned there. What does it mean is you are able to connect with the aerial beings. எத்தனையோ சக்திகள் மேல போயின்னு இருக்கு, எத்தனையோ யக்ஷணிகள் இருக்கு, எத்தனையோ என்னென்னமோ பேரெல்லாம் சொல்றா இல்லையா. There are a lot of names they give, like to get them under control. Genie Jaisa, and they will do whatever you want them. Yeah, Yati Yakshani, modern name la Genie, like that. You can, aerial beings, you get them under your control. Adukku dhaan vandu power to connect with all those aerial beings. That is Sarva Kechari. Adanalla the tantric aspect la varudhu na sollen, because that is absolute tantrika. Normala irukkrava we don't connect with all those things, no. Only people go the tantric way, they can connect with all aerial beings. Sarva Bhije. Bhijam is the seed to reach the higher spiritual levels is Bijam. Sarva Bhije. Power to create is Sarva Yoni. Yoni means source. Source is called Yoni. Sarva Yoni means power to create. Sarva Trigandha Mudra. Trigandha. நான் சொல்லியிருக்கேன் about the triads. Knower, known, knower, knowledge and the known. Jnana, Jnatru, Jnaya. Jnatru is the one who is seeking the knowledge. Jnanam is the knowledge itself. Jnayam is something that is to be known through the knowledge. Jnana, Jnatru, Jnana, Jnaya. You have to say like that. Jnatru is the one who is seeking the knowledge. Jnanam is the knowledge itself. What is to be known through that knowledge is called Jnaya. This triad, when they get one, when you find the union of these three, because everything in this universe, cosmos, creation come under this triad. Kulam அப்படின்லாம் பார்த்தோம், நிறைய லலிதா சஹஸ்ரநாமத்துல டிஸ்கஷன் ஆயாச்சு. This triads and அது வந்து the union of these three, ஞான ஞாத்ரு ஞேயம் அப்படின்னு சொல்ற knower, knowledge and to known, that is the union is called Sarvatraganda. Now we will come to Yogini Hridayam, what they say about these mudras. Description of this mudra. This is only an introduction to whatever, this anglicized form is just an introduction for you to understand, grasp the meaning of what is. This one is the explanation given for each mudra in Yogini Hridayam. Sarvasamkshobhini. It denotes Srishti of this cosmos through Mayai. Mayayoda சூழ்ந்த இந்த சிருஷ்டி உலகம். That is what Sarvasamkshobhini அப்படிங்க. ஏன்னா Sarvasamkshobhiniங்கிற முத்ரா belongs to the first Avarana. Jagrat avastha, that means the world, cosmos as it appears. The world as it appears. So, this is Srishti, and Srishti surrounded by, created with Maya. Srishti of this cosmos through Maya. Sarva-vidravini. Sarva-vidravini belongs to the second Avarana. Okay, when we come there, we will go in detail what it denotes. First is Srishti nu paathom, second one is Sthiti. Sthitingra aspect la sthiti of this prapancham. That shows only the enjoyment through the indriyas. So that is why it is called sthiti of that. How you can enjoy this world is through your senses. No? So indriyas மூலமா இந்த உலகத்தை நம்ம என்ஜாய் பண்ண. That is sthiti aspect. Sarvakarshini. The knowledge he gets through his life. The knowledge he gets through his life and his experience. Every one of us face lot of experience in this world. And we also acquire knowledge. The experiences teach you a lot. That experience, the knowledge, it is, you understand, it is because of the past impressions, vasana. Didn't get it? If we have to do a thing, for example, now you are all sitting here. How many of us are in the complex? How many are in the building? Why you people few have to sit here? You are experiencing something. That experience is giving you some kind of knowledge. What makes you unique, different from others? Others are busy. Everybody is busy with some things, or they are even just sitting. That why you people are sitting here. That happens because of your previous impressions. The vasana that you had of so many janmas gives you not only this, for that matter, எது பண்றதுக்குமே பூர்வ ஜன்ம கர்மான்னு ஒண்ணு இல்லைன்னா you can't do whatever. So you understand that each experience that you get through the sthiti aspect is because of the purva janma karma. Everyone deserves what they get. We don't get, if we don't get something, then it is not meant for us. If it is meant for us, it will come to us. Illaya? That is adu nijam. Everyone gets. Whatever we are destined to get, we will get it. So that realization comes in the, why they compare that with samhara aspect, because so many times you don't take it for granted lot of things. That destruction of that maya and realization that these things I am experiencing because of my previous karma, that whatever that I have done in my previous birth, that is why I am experiencing it, is the samharam of your ego also to some extent. அதனால தான் இந்த சம்ஹார ஸ்திதியில கொண்டு போறேன். Okay? Next one is Sarva Vashankari. The realization, the sadhaka realizes that whatever enjoyment, whatever experience, இப்போ experience பத்தி தான் பேசிட்டு இருக்கோம். Whatever experience he is getting through the indriyas are all materialistic, but it ends up in either happiness or sorrow. ஒன்னு சந்தோஷமா படுறோம் இல்ல துக்கப்படுறோம். There is no in between. Whatever this, எது சந்தோஷமா இருக்கோ அதுவே துக்கமாவே மாறிடுறது இல்லையா? Till we acquire it, we are very happy. Once we acquire it also, we are happy. Then the problems arises for acquiring it. Right? அப்போ துக்கம் வந்துடுறது. ஒரே சமாச்சாரம் which gives you happiness gives you dukkam also. So you feel like whatever the enjoyment that you are experiencing through, whatever the experiences that you get through your indriyas, end up in either sorrow and happiness. அப்படிங்கிற realization வருது. This is the fourth one. And the realization vanda udane, Sarvonmadhini, he wants to shun away from all the things that gives this. எனக்கு இந்த material enjoyments are only giving me this happiness and sorrow. So there is some kind of வெறுப்பு வருது அது மேல, disgust feeling, bivats. வைராகியம் சொல்லல கூடாது, வெறுப்பு வருது. First you get that hatred towards it. Vairagyam is abstaining from that. Vairagyam is another stage, because we are now caught in between, no? Sometimes we like sweet also, no? We are dragged. We are not permanently there. That is what the next one says. Vairagyam doesn't come. Hatred only happens. Siddhantam, philosophical, we all become tattva amlam pesha ஆரம்பிச்சிடும். சித்தாந்தம்லாம் வரும், எல்லா சித்தாந்தமும் வரும். வாழ்க்கையே இப்படிதான் வந்துடும். Everyone will talk philosophy. So, but what happened? அதுதான் சர்வ மகாங்குஷான் அடுத்த முத்ரா பேர் சொல்றா. Because of the old habits die hard, the mind tends to go back to the worldly pleasure. அதனால அது ஒரு அங்குஷம், அதை வச்சு குத்தி you bring it back. No, that is again it is going to end up in sorrow or happiness. So come back to this. Sarva Mahankusha. Yogini Hridayam, how they have named it and how they have given the expression. Beautiful it is. Sarva Mahankusha. The moment he turns the mind inwards, then it is a different world. Sarva Kechari. So, you even attain the characteristics of surfing the cosmos. Sarva Kechari. When you shun away from the materialistic worldly life, you go to the higher planes. That is what it is. Sarva Bije. Once you turn inwards, velila pohame, once you turn inwards, then you realize that this cosmos is nothing but the Atma itself. இந்த ஆத்மாங்கிறது வேற இல்லை, இந்த காஸ்மாஸ்ங்கிறது வேற இல்லை. இதேதான் அது, அதேதான் இது அப்படிங்கிற ஒரு that identity you develop. This cosmos is nothing but Atma. That is what Sarva Bija.
Yet Pinditat Brahman, you understand?
Yes. Aham Brahmasmi. No, the realization has not come, the understanding has come. The first step is understanding. When the realization comes, he will not be a normal human being. He will be a Brahman himself.
He won't exist.
He won't. He not exist like, he will be in a different plane altogether. You cannot comprehend them. Now we are talking about till we reach the Bindu. The travel beyond Bindu is where all this Brahman identification, union with the Brahman happens. Till Bindu. Bindu, I told you, is a Karna Bindu, Mishra Bindu, Karna Bindu, which is the reason for this cosmos. So, we are, till we reach the Karna Bindu, all these things are like, swaying, like it is not constant. Beyond the Bindu, it becomes constant. Okay? Sarva Yone. So now you just understand the union of Jivan and the Brahma. The individual Jivatma and the Paramatma. And the union namakku puriya arambikadhu. You start understanding it. So that is this Sarva Yone, it is an indication of perceivable union of Jivatma and Paramatma. Perceivable union. Oh, this can happen. It gives you some kind of a confidence. Okay? Sarva Triganda. See, Sarva Yoni Varikam, that Bindu comes. Ninth Avarana is the Bindu, that is Sarva Yoni. Now you have understood the perceivable union between Jivatma and the Paramatma. Sarva Triganda is, which is slightly above that, which is all the triads merge and you feel that there is no difference between. You are finding the union with the Brahma. That is the Triganda. We will put it in a nutshell now. Sarvasamkshobhini, Srishti. Sarva Vidravini, Sthiti, experience through Indriyas. Sarvakashini, destruction of the experience through Indriyas. Samhara Kramam, Samharam, so destruction of the experience. Materialistic enjoyment is Sarva Vashankari. Developing resistance towards this materialistic enjoyment is Sarvonmadini. Okay? Meditating on oneself is Sarva Mahankusha. Sarva Kechari is Mananam. Sarva Bija is Nididhyasanam. Sarva Yoni is Savikalpa Samadhi. Savikalpa, not Nirvikalpa. Because the differences still exist. Mind tends to even come out of it. Samadhi is not all the time Samadhi. You are not in the continued Samadhi state. You go in, come out. And the Samadhi la irukumbodhu you feel the union. When you come out, you are again a regular person. It is like that. When you are doing deep meditation, you find the Samadhi and you feel you are in union till that time you are in that Samadhi. And when you get out of it, you come back to the normal happenings. So that is Savikalpa Samadhi, and the final Sarvatriganda is the final union. In this Avaranam, the triad of knower, knowledge and the known or in the gross form. Srishtingra aspect la adnaldan paakarom. And the Ishwari, that is why she is called Tripura. Tripura. Tripura means knower, this triad is called Tripura. That's Ishwari is called Tripura because of that. Now சொன்ன மாதிரி Jagrat Avastha, Sthula Sharira, happiness through all the Indriyas. The first Avarana denotes a Trailokyamohana Chakram. Appadine per. This Avarana is called Trailokyamohana Chakram. Why it got this name appadina? You know that Gayatri mein Bhuhu, Bhuvaha, Suvaha. The three worlds come. This three worlds denote Bhuhu means attainments, materialistic attainments. Obstructions is Bhuvaha. Suvaha is power to overcome those obstructions. These three denote Bhuhu, Bhuvaha, Suvaha. First, attainments, then obstruction for your progress. To overcome the obstruction is Suvaha. Adnala, this Avarana is known as Trailokyamohana Chakram. Can we have 10 minutes more? No issues? Okay. Because I will explain the Bhavana Upanishad, what it is, what it says about this. Because this is the inward. First we have seen everything outside now. Gross formula patachi. What happens inside us? Bhavana Upanishad, I will just read the lines and then I will explain on that. Niyati sahitaha sringaradayo rasa animadaya. Niyati sahitaha shringaradhayo rasa animadaya. Kama krodha lobha moha mada matsarya punya papa mayi brahmadaya shaktaya. Adhara navakam mudra shaktaya. This is Bhavana Upanishad. Niyati sahitaha. Niyati means you can call it as destiny for one reason. If you are predestined only, you can enter this Avarana. I mean, the Sri Chakram itself. Niyati also considered as a cover of Maya. So, to eliminate that Maya, see what happens, like, when you find the union, all your impurities should be lost. Cleansing happens from the beginning itself. purifying aspect starts from the first Avarana itself. That is the reason Jagrat Swapna means all the Indriyas get purified here. Okay. So Niyati also means our limitations is also called Niyati. There is one more meaning for the Niyati is the universal law, cosmic law is called Niyati. Because if you plant a seed now, it will not become a tree immediately. It has got a process to go through. If a child is born today, the process goes through the child till it becomes old and it dies. There is a process that is called Niyati. That is a universal cosmic law is that. You plant a seed, it will grow into, it will just come out with 2 leaves and then grow into a small plant and slowly it will grow into a tree, fruit bearing tree. How it grows? It is a process. That is called Niyati. So the 10 Siddhis, outermost wall, they are called Niyati. That shows that this is Maya. This place is surrounded by Maya. You have to overcome that Maya to see the truth. So the first purification starts happening because of the 10 Siddhis. And this is only karmas had to be completely destroyed before you find the union. So the first annihilation of karmas, it happens step by step. This is the first step towards it. Purifying your indriyas. That is the first step. Okay. Shringara dayo rasa anima deha. They also mean the rasams, the emotions that we see. So, indriyas had to get purified. The emotions that come through because of the indriyas also get purified. Okay. The first 2 things. Because of the 10 siddhis. Then Kama, Krodha, Lobha, Moha, Mada, Matsarya, Punya, Papa, Mayi, Brahmadaya Shakteya. Brahma, Maheswari, Koumari, Vishnavi, Varahi, Mahendri, Chamunda, Mahalakshmi, these 8 Shaktis. They denote desire, anger, impatience. Kama, Krodha means anger. Impatience is Lobha. Moha means infatuation. Mada means arrogance. Matsarya means envy or jealous. Punya means merits, Papa means demerits. They denote this, they purify this. All these 8 qualities should be destroyed by these Ashtamatas. Purification, how it happens, he says. And Adhara Navakam Mudra Shaktaya. The 9 mudras, they are not talking about, because the 10th mudra is the final union. So, the Bhavana Upanishad talks about the 9 mudras, and the 10th mudra, he says, is the final union. The 9 mudras support for you to overcome this difficulties that you face. The 9 mudras, there are 3. One is gross form of mudras. Gross form of mudra is done with the fingers. And subtle form of mudra is the bijam for each, this thing when you meditate on those bijams. When you are doing the mudra, you meditate on those bijams. There is a bijam for every mudra. So that you meditate on the bijam is subtle aspect of that. What is the 3rd form? Is the psychic form. The 10 mudras are placed in your body. Purification, no here. We all know about Muladhara Chakram. There are 7 psychic points we all know. Popularly known 7 psychic points. Muladhara, Swadhisthana, Manipuraha, Anahata, Visuddhi, Anya and Sahasrara. These are all the 7 things we know. Out of this, Muladhara, Swadhisthana, Manipuraha, Anahata and Visuddhi denote 5 basic cosmic elements. Okay, they correspond to 5 cosmic elements: earth, air, water, Panchabhuta. Panchabhutam, they denote the 5 Panchabhutam up to Visuddhi. Anya denotes mind. 6 is over. There are 3 more which are very, very important, because the 6 purify only our physical whatever the indriyas, cleansing that happens. Mind also has to get purified. Before purifying your mind, you cannot reach the Sahasrara, you cannot find the union. There is one spot called Lambika Sthanam in the palate. Epiglottis. We call it as epiglottis in English. I don't know how much it will fit into that because epiglottis is in the palate, upper palate, where there is a demarcation between the nasal and the throat cavity. That is called epiglottis. The movement of the Kundalini should not escape through nose as well as the throat. So this Lambika Sthanam is directing the Kundalini to go up, straight. So that's a very, very important sthanam. Ulnaka Sthanam nu cholu. Ulnaka Sthanam nu Lambika Sthanam. That is called Lambika Sthanam. Epiglottis in English. Epiglottis is the closest thing that you can bring it in English. So that actually directs, so that is an important place. And then there is two more chakras, they say Manas and Soma Chakra. Manas Chakra and Soma Chakra. They are all beyond, in this, beyond the Anya before they reach the Sahasraram. Manas Chakra purifies it takes away all the impurities of the mind. Soma Chakra infuses the divine energy in you for you to find the union. All these things get cleansed till Manas Chakra. Physical and the mind gets completely purified till the Manas Chakra. Soma Chakra infuses the divine energy in you and you find the final union in Sahasrara. Before you find all your impurities are gone, you with the divine energy, you reach there and you reach the Sahasrara. Find the union with the
Agya Chakra is Buddhi or Manas? There is a Manas Chakra also.
Manas Chakra also, you can say it. Normally what happens, that first 6 one always are referred to mind or that Panchabhudam and mind. That is what it is generally referred to. You can say it as intellect also because we have a separate Manas Chakra we have here, which is above Agnya Chakra. From the, from the center of your forehead. Then Soma Chakra goes, that I don't want to go beyond this. Like Soma Chakra is above this Manas Chakra. Because purification of mind happens and the infusion of divine energy happens before you find the final union. So this is what Bhavana Upanishad say, Niyati Sahitaha Shringaradayo Rasa Animadayah Kama Krodha Lobha Moha Madamatsarya Punya Papa Mayi Brahmadaya Shaktayah Adhara Navakham Mudra Shaktayah. So this is the inner meaning of the first Avarana. We will travel to the next Avarana next week. Hopefully it is shorter. Okay. Gurubhyo Namaha.